Hey guys, and welcome back to another edition or video of songs I love that I've never seen the videos for. Jimmy Eat World the Middle. Um, oh, this song, this song. Good memories of this song, but never seen the video. So here we go.
Don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time, little girl. In a little out the right. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
Okay, so it's definitely got like early 2000s vibes. I remember it was what 2008. This song was like what 14, almost 20 years old. So yeah, about 20, like 2008. I was hearing it 2007. Um, but yeah, it's definitely got the way they're dressed, the way it's definitely got the vibe of that era. It's hot out. Stay hydrated, kids. Um, but it's one of those songs that also what was it? Rock Band? I think it was Rock Band. It's just played it over and over. It's such a good song. Also, probably Eye of the Tiger. All night I had to hear that damn song. But yeah, it definitely looks like a video from the early 2000s. Um, Interesting concept, kind of like that loner or kind of like the one who's like shy. Yeah, you're walking through a party and everyone's like exposed and you're just kind of like, "Hello, how are you doing?" So you're gonna take off your clothes? No, no, no. I'm just gonna keep my clothes on. Thank you very much. Um, but sometimes you just gotta open up. Of course, I never would at a party, because I don't trust people. That's why I don't get drunk. It's a little fun. I've never been drunk because I don't trust people. Never been drunk, never been high because I don't trust anyone enough. So,
You know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy in. Live right now. Yeah, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good and
normal things.
someone else.
Oh, thank you.
It just takes some time.
Well, that guy doesn't care.
Everything will be alright, alright. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright.
And then, of course, the freaking sick guitar solo. Yeah.
Don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just do your best. Do everything you can. And don't you worry what the bitter hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time.
Don't do it, man. Don't give in.
Sometime a little girl in the middle of the ride will be just fine. Everything will be
No, that's not what I wanted. They didn't give in to peer pressure. You know, you have this party, everyone's undressed and going at it and this and that. And, you know, you walk in and you're like, oh, yeah, maybe I should join in the festivities. And, you know, the boy, you got the one guy there and the one girl who are like, you know, maybe I should join in. But then they're like, you know what? No, no, I'm just going to be myself. I'm not going to give in to what other people are doing just because other people are doing it. It's like the saying, if like people told you to jump off a cliff, would you? You know, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you follow? You know, you have to make your own choices. If you go to a party like that and you're not comfortable, I mean, well, if you're not comfortable, why are you going to a party like that in the first place? Um, but if you're at the party and you're like, oh, come on, man, loosen up. It's like, no, I'm just not comfortable with it. You know, like I said, that's one reason why I don't drink, I don't smoke, because I don't trust anyone. I don't want to get high and have something happen. I don't want to get drunk and have some. Also, for the drunk, I don't trust myself. I don't know what kind of drunk I would be. You know, people are like, oh, I remember for my 21st birthday, they were like, oh, we're going to go out and buy you drinks. And, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to drink. You're like, well, if we're going to buy it, it's like, I'm not drinking it. So you can go out and buy drinks, but I'm not drinking it. I don't want to see, I don't want to know what kind of drunk I am at all. You know, I'm all nice and happy and funny and everything, but then I could turn out to be a freaking violent drunk and start beating people's faces in. I don't want that. So I'm not taking the chance. So I don't trust people enough. But, you know, we all have these situations in our life where, you know, you're at a party with a friend or, you know, you're meeting all these new people and you want to fit in. And then you kind of feel pressured to kind of give in to what they're doing. But then at the end of the day, you have to realize it's like most of those people you're never going to see again. So you just gave up your own values and standards to please people who you're never going to see again. So at the end of the day, the only one you should be concerned about pleasing and, you know, all that is yourself. You know, making sure you keep your standards and your morals and your integrity and your dignity and you don't give it up to just because they're like, "Oh, come on, man. You don't want to be a square, man." You know? It's all right, man. Everybody's doing it. You don't want to be left out, man. You know, it's just like I'll be left out. I'm fine. I can smell that shit from over here. I'll be fine. But it's a great song, great meaning. Of course, that's just my interpretation. I'm sure it's like, well, John, that's not even close. But just based on the visuals, based on the ending here, where they're both kind of giving into that pressure, they see everyone else around, but then they're like, you know what? No, I'm not giving into what people want. I'm just gonna, you know, um, but yeah, just be yourself. Just be yourself. I mean, it basically says right there, just be yourself and just don't worry what anyone else says. Um, great, great message almost 20 years ago and still holds true now, especially now. You know, with all the crap that happens these days. Um, whether it be, you know, school and, you know, trying to fit in with friends and social groups, or once you're an adult, you're like, oh, well, you need to vote a certain way. Don't don't give up who you are for someone else. Just don't do it. It's not worth it in the end. If you lose people, they were never there for you to begin with. That's just how it is. If people are gonna, you know, stop being friends with you or stop talking to you because of how you vote or because you're not doing what they want, they were never your friends to begin with. They're the toxic ones, and maybe it's best that you don't have them in your life. You'll meet better people, but you don't need someone who's going to try to force you to do things you're not wanting to do simply because, oh, well, I'll make everyone else happy. Well, I don't give a shit about making other people happy. I'm concerned about making myself happy. Um, but, you know, as an adult, great message for as a, you know, when you're a kid, even as an adult, you're still getting put into, you know, whether also like work situations, stuff like that. Just don't give up who you are just to please other people. It's not worth it in the end. It's not. You know, you go through high school and you know, school in general, and you try so hard to fit in and you know, make a good impression on these people, but then you find out that 99% of them you're never going to see again. After you leave high school, you're never going to talk to them, you're never going to see them, you probably won't even live in the same city anymore. And you spent all that time worrying and this and that about what people think of you, and they're going to forget you as soon as you leave. You know, it's but great song. It's just I love the song. I find myself singing it all the time. But yeah, never seen the video. It's I mean, it's if anything, the video kind of gives away, you know, gives the message even more because I mean, what more temptation and you know, peer pressure than, you know, everyone getting, you know, being sexual and you not really wanting to do that. You know, they could have done the drugs or, you know, alcohol route, but they went with this party where everyone is undressed and obviously it was probably safer to do it that way and to show people smoking, drinking, even if it was fake stuff. But I don't know what the reason was, but it's still a perfect way of showing, you know, just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you have to. You know, if you have a moral code and you have, you know, certain views, you don't have to give them up just to please others. Anyway, that was Jimmy Eat World, The Middle. Um, God, almost 20 years old, man. Old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, my friends. I'm getting old. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the song, you know, if it's one of your favorites. Um anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.